Okay, so I've been asked what we're about to go through in this video quite a lot, and that is what happens if one of your wallets gets compromised and that wallet is linked to your vault. So what can you do? The good news is if you've got our multi-sig, you're absolutely safe, but let's go through the whole process. Now, in order for you to be safe and protected, you need to have the multi-sig on in the first place. In other words, you need to have executed the best practices that I've been talking about. That is why I keep going on about the importance of security and the importance of going through this course. Because if you had, let's say, only one wallet linked to your vault, like a lot of people do, and then that wallet got compromised, you're in trouble. Because not only are the assets that are in your wallets now at the risk of being stolen, but whatever your wallet is linked to, your vault in this case, somebody could also access that if they knew what they were doing. So that's why just having one wallet linked to your vault is not a great idea. And that's, of course, what multi-sig allows us to do, to have two wallets or three. So if you've only got one wallet linked to your vault and that one wallet gets compromised, there's nothing that you can do because you need to have had the multi-sig set up first. You can't add multi-sig, i.e. you can't add additional wallets after you've been compromised. It's too late. It's like getting a second lock on your house at home after you've been burgled. You know, it's too late. You need to do it first. And so that's really the reason for this course, to emphasize the importance of you just learning about multi-sig and setting up a few addresses to have as different signers. So what we've got here is we've got three addresses set up, haven't we? And of course, we've got the multi-sig set up that we only need two of these addresses to sign for any transaction. So that's great. So let's imagine that one of these three wallets that we're looking at now has been compromised. And so let's imagine it's the one I just added. So let's Chris 3. Let's say now, I don't know, I had it open on a laptop in a public place, and I mean it's highly unlikely this would ever happen. If somebody knew what they were doing, and essentially, I'm now worried that somebody could have gone in and done something, or could go in and do something any time. Now, despite the fact that this wallet is now compromised, if you have assets in your locked money vault, then your assets in the vault are safe because, of course, for anybody to send anything from the vault, external, let's say to their private address, they would need to have two transactions, of course. So even if one of your wallets is compromised, they wouldn't be able to do anything. That's the whole purpose of the vault and the multi-sig in the first place. But let's get rid of the compromised wallets. So we'll get rid of this and then we'll add a new one. So it's very easy to do. So all we're going to do is, if one of these wallets is compromised, let's remove it from the vault. So we've got three addresses for this very reason, if one does get compromised. So here we are, logged into my vault. I'm in my MetaMask connection to locked money here. So if we click on these three dots, there we go, simply says remove. So let's remove this third address here, clicking on remove. So right now I'm connected to my vault using my MetaMask connection. So in a second we'll then go to my Rabbi connection to confirm this removal of this third address. So I'm going to remove this signer. Let me click that save button there. MetaMask will open. I'm going to click on confirm. That's fine. This will be approved in a second. And there we go. Approval was successful. Fantastic. Now, if I click here in my settings, you'll see where it says awaiting confirmation. You'll see here that we are waiting to remove this signer here, but it needs to be signed for a second time, of course. So let's go to my Rabbi installation of locked money. So here I am at Rabbi, and I've already logged in just to save time. So I'm logged into my vault through my Rabbi wallet. Here's my pending your approval. If I click on that, look, there we go. We're being asked to remove this signer. This is the address that we want to remove. And now in my Rabbi connected to my vault, I can approve that request. So let me do that. My Rabbi wallet will open. Let me click on sign. Let me click on confirm. Again, it's so fast. Transaction was successful. Let me just refresh this page here, and we should see 2 signers. There we go. Look, 2 signers. So look, my MetaMask and my Rabby. So now my compromised wallet has been removed. If I go back to my MetaMask connected to my Vault dashboard here, and I refresh, we'll see these signers also changed to. So we have now completely removed our compromised wallet, which is fantastic. If I now wanted to create a brand new wallet that was obviously uncompromised, I go to new signer and I'd be able to add a third address, so we can go back to having 3 addresses. So my compromised wallet is now totally detached from locked money, and as we are seeing here, I've now got 2 signers in my vault. Of course, I could go and add a third signer, as we just mentioned, and be back to where we are with best practices. Now, another thing just quickly worth flagging up. Let's just get clear on wallet versus vault. The vault, of course, is within locked money. It comes with the protection of Multi Sig. Your wallet, as you know, of course, is something like Rabby or MetaMask. So if your wallet gets compromised, forget locked money for a second. If your wallet gets compromised, any assets that you may have had in your wallet are also compromised. And that's why we always say, as I've said in this course a few times, we do not recommend keeping lots of your assets in your wallet for this exact reason. Instead, keep those assets in your vault in locked money and have the multi-sig turned on. Otherwise, anything that's in your wallet, if your wallet gets compromised, those assets that scammer can take. Yet, if you have those assets in your vault and your wallet still gets compromised and you have multi-sig on, then you can do as we've just done, because the scammer won't have access to 2 of your wallets, so they won't be able to steal any of your assets from your vault. Make sense? Requires a little bit of thinking about, doesn't it? Again, if you've got any questions or clarity or comments, feel free to post them in our Telegram community. Right, let's begin to wrap up. See you next. See you in the next video. Don't know why I've lost the power to put a sentence together. See you in the next video. That's what I'm trying to say.